And welcome back to the Dark Souls playthrough. We just did a little bit of farming for some Demon Titanites so that I could upgrade my Gravelord sword to +5 so that it actually can do some decent damage. And now we're going to go into the Demon Ruins to eventually go after the Bed of Chaos, but there's several bosses along the way. What I've done is I just used the Lord Vessel to teleport to the Daughter of Chaos, which is the, I don't know, the chick that, I don't even remember where I was going with that. She's after the Quelaag, the spider boss. Wow. Total brain fart there. Anyway, here's the entrance to the Demon Ruins. The first thing that we've got to do is go after the Ceaseless Discharge. There's no enemies along the way, but there is a bonfire that we'll rest at first. This boss can be kind of tricky. What happens is when you walk into his area, he's actually not hostile. He's standing there. He looks all sad and is discharging goo, I guess. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him. And he doesn't go hostile until you actually pick up a set of armor called the Gold Hem Set, which pretty much looks like the those bad guys in the Lord of the Rings, the Nazguls. Really good set for casters, but not really anything that we're going to need with this specific character. Now, once he goes hostile, he can actually really hurt you through a lot of armor, through a lot of magic resist. He's just really powerful. There's one way to kind of cheese it out and lure him back to the entrance, and he'll fall in a pit and die, which is, you know, cheesy. We're gonna do the more traditional strategy in killing him, where we pretty much fight him in a small tunnel, I guess. So he's just up ahead here. I really like the look of this Gravelord sword. It's really too bad we can't use the Sunlight Blade enchant on it, because it totally looks badass. It's the same weapon that Nito uses on us when we fight him, but of course for him it's, you know, 10 times larger. It's too bad you can't carry around the massive fucking Nito sword. But anyway, that's the Ceaseless Discharge right there. Not hostile, but once we pick up this gear, he will be. What we're gonna do is basically just sprint back the way that we came to wait in that tunnel and try to avoid his attacks that way. So the strategy here is basically to get him to throw his arm down at us while we're in the tunnel and avoid the damage from it, and then beat on the arm once it's down. Because once it's down for, I don't know, enough for you to deplete his stamina bar hitting it. The problem is the first time you come in here, he doesn't always put his arm down there the right way. So usually I'll just, you know, I may not even waste my time with this character since I don't really have spells. I may just use a Homeward Bone, go back to the bonfire, and then reinitiate the fight with him so that we can properly fight him. So now he's actually hostile right from the start, but I don't recommend sprinting up there all the way. Otherwise, you know, he can, I don't know, the way that the fight works out, he does a couple different attacks. He actually has like a ranged fire attack. And if you sprint up there, there's a better chance he uses it. I don't remember exactly why I do it like this, but if you just walk up there naturally, and then once you get to about the stairs, that's when you start sprinting. That's the best way to avoid getting hit by him. And by everything I just said, I mean don't listen to anything I just said. Now sprint and run up this hallway, and basically what we're just trying to do is avoiding his arm attack, or we're trying to lure him to attack us with his arm. And then once he does that, we roll out the way, come back in, and now we can get some swings in, and then that's all the rest of this fight. Rinse and repeat. There we go. So it did decent amount of damage, 600 and almost 700 damage we did with a couple swings of that thing. Oh yeah, much better than it was before we got the +5 on it. learning to fight this boss was actually a pain in the butt because I didn't think to use this tunnel, and I kind of just went right up to him and was trying to roll out of the way of his arms and, you know, attack them once they fell out in the open, but that was really hard to do, and I just found that I was burning all my Estus flasks, and this way's just way easier. Not cheesy, legitimate strategy. And now we can go further down into the demon ruins. The lava in the area is going to drain. While we're running, I've been meaning to start my early preview copy of Risen 2. I've talked about it on my primary channel where I posted a trailer on youtube.com/ZeitgeistReview and talked about some of my initial thoughts about the game, having not played it yet. But I've just had so much going on. You know, when I come home from work now, I'm recording one of these games to upload. You know, I've been uploading League of Legends games pretty much non-stop for the last week and a half since I finally got my internet back. And then, you know, it's finally getting spring out, so I've been doing things around the house. I just got a new grill, and, you know, just makes it tough to stay on track with all this stuff. I'm trying, but this is it's like having 2 full-time jobs, man, doing the game reviews, the League of Legends, and writing code as my main job as a software developer all day. It's just, it wears a brother out. So we got a little bit of souls here from killing that boss. I'm going to see if I can't level up a bit. Man, you know, I probably don't have enough. But I'm thinking that I'm going to need the 10 Estus flasks. Maybe not. I want to at least test out this Gravelord Sword Dance. That's what we got for joining the Gravelord Covenant. Pretty cool AoE spell. It's kind of similar to the spell that Nito uses on us during that fight. I guess I don't need the 10 Estus flasks. Running to the next bonfire is kind of easy. The enemies that we're going to face along the way now are miniature versions or easier versions of the... what's that dude's name? The Capra Demon. And then also the Taurus Demon from, so basically the first, you know, 2 bosses in the game. There's also a Chaos Ember, or maybe it's the fire, the large fire ember. It's one of those. I think it's the Chaos Ember actually. That's actually way back there in the lava. So to the left there's a bunch of lava there, and you'd actually have to run through it, and that's where all the Taurus demons are. But you can't just run through the lava yet. There's a boss later who will give us a ring that'll allow us to do that. So if you were interested in getting the Chaos Ember, that's where it's at. And that lets you get the Chaos Enchant on your weapon, which makes your weapon then scale with humanity instead of... well, that does decent damage. Makes your weapon scale with humanity instead of whatever base stats it had before. See, the Capra Demon is a lot less scary when he doesn't have his little fucking dogs and when you have a lot more armor and health. Now, as we make our way to the next bonfire, it's just up ahead here. There is Knight Kirk is actually going to invade us. We ran into him first in the depths, and he's the guy that wears all the spiky armor. And he has a chance to drop his spike shield and his barbed sword every time you fight him. This will be the second of 3 occurrences. The next one is in Los Isolith. And if you kill him all 3 times, his armor set will appear back at the Daughter of Chaos, basically where we started this video at. So I'm eventually going to get that. I don't know if I'll wear it, but I will at least get the armor and put it on. The only thing you have to, you know, worry about here is if you're going to fight him on this ledge, it's possible that he'll knock you off. But really, he's just a pushover. Try to use this Gravelord Sword Dance on. Yep, that's pretty funny. Knocks him way up in the air. Killed half of his life bar, too. No problem. Easy sauce. 25,000 souls for that, too. Let's see, did he drop anything, though? Pick up... he dropped the spiked shield. Oh, and the sword. So we're basically going to end up getting his full set of equipment here. The spiked shield, it does not have 100% block value, but you can punch with it like that, and that'll actually deal bleed damage, which is pretty neat. There you go. It's 90% physical, block resist. So not great for PvE, but for PvP, it's kind of a neat trick at least if you're good enough to dodge a lot, so you know don't take any damage. Now these centipedes can actually one-shot you. They'll bend down and eat you if you get close enough. Otherwise, they have like a swipe attack that deals pretty good damage, and they've got a corrosive acid that they spit that'll destroy your armor if you don't hold your shield up. But you have to take him out with to reveal this bonfire. Ranged weapons are significantly easier to use on them than melee. If you have to go into melee range, it makes it a lot more challenging. Now, being that we're going to go after, there's basically another boss ahead of us, that's why I wanted to make sure that I'm going to get the right flasks, or the amount of flasks. And I'm going to upgrade my attunement there to 14, which gives me a third spell slot, so now I can get the Sunlight Blade, or the Sunlight Blade, and Lightning Bolt, and, whatever the Gravelord Dance. Yeah, so that's pretty useful. Eventually I'll probably swap the Gravelord Dance spell out for heal again, because the Gravelord Dance is kind of just I don't know, it's not that useful, I guess. It's kind of just a cool looking spell. I don't need the Soul of Gwendolyn because I'm not going to, basically that just lets you get a catalyst that lets sorcery spells scale with faith. I said this earlier. So we'll level up our endurance a little bit more, and eventually I'm going to be able to, you know, start swapping my armor out again. I'm not entirely happy with this Skeleton's Dark Wraith set. I mean, it looks okay, but I just think that there's better. The only other new types of enemies are these little, I don't know, blob, dragon, fire spitty dudes. I don't know what the fuck they are. Just walk behind them, and they're pretty easy to take out. There's going to be a shitload of them that you'll end up running into over the, I don't know, the next half hour of the game or so. There's also a green Titanite kind of hidden back here. A couple of them. And I think that's just saying, those are what are used to put a fire enchant or a divine enchant on your weapon. And you know, it kind of makes sense. We're down in this fire zone, so I imagine that's why they're there. We go down these stairs. There's going to be 4 of these blob things we've got to take out. And then a couple of them big Taurus demons. And that's actually going to lead us to the large fire ember, which will let us ascend our weapons to +10 fire if we wanted to go that route. I don't believe in this playthrough I actually end up doing that, but I certainly have the option to, especially if I go into New Game Plus with this character. Well, now that I think about it, you lose your embers in New Game Plus. I'd have to do it again. I guess I fucked that up. It's really too bad I can't wear that Great Shield of Arcturus, just because it looks so awesome. But I don't have the strength for it. It takes 34 strength. I don't exactly know what I'm dicking around with here. It's these sorry, these Taurus demons can be pretty tricky. They were, you know, really easy as a sorcerer, but as melee they're a bit tougher. I don't know if they have the same statistics as the Taurus demons in the beginning of the game, like the very first boss. They can be a pain in the ass. Oh, it looks like I staggered him there and put the bleed effect on him. That one wasn't too bad, but we're going to fight 2 more up to the left that are on kind of a narrower ledge that you can be knocked off of, and those get a lot more tricky. Because he can bust all the way through my shield. Oh, fuck. That was kind of cool. I don't know if I've seen that before. Sliding backwards with your shield, but not actually getting knocked down. I wonder if that's from boys. Yeah, it just did it again. That's pretty badass. Not really doing very well on this one. I took him out no problem the first time. What the fuck? Jesus, you pansy. Hit the pitch. Wow, I'm fucking terrible. Dark Souls. Wow, that was way easier. I should have just been using the R2 attack the whole time. Derp, derp, derp. Oh, that just dropped his weapon, didn't it? I've not gotten that in a playthrough before. Yeah, the Demon's Great Axe. There's a chance you can actually pick that up from the very first boss in the game too, but yeah, I never got it. Pretty awesome. Takes a lot of strength to use. Buddy. Alright, now this, I call this the gauntlet up here. It's like 5 or 6 of these centipede things will fall down, and at the end is the ember we're going after. I think I'm going to find that it's not going to be worth it to try to kill these, because I'm not going to have enough lightning spears to do it. So we're just going to sprint by all of them to homeward bone out. So again, you would take this down to the blacksmith in the catacombs, that skeleton one that we found, and give that to him, and then he'd be the one that's able to bring your weapon up to fire plus 10. Oh shit, see that? That broke all my gear. That acid shit did. Now look, man, there's a whole bunch more of them. Nope, we're just gonna... Nope. It's a good thing I've got some souls, because now I've actually got to repair my gear. It's a good thing I bought that repair box so long ago. I've not used it on anything yet. None of this is really expensive to repair, but I imagine that my armor is going to start costing a bit more. None of that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Not expensive. I'm not even wearing some of that shit. There we go. The stuff I'm wearing, that's more pricey. Okay, so now we can go after the Firesage Demon, which is basically just another of a replica kind of the boss that's in the Undead Asylum, the big fat thing. I might just try and fight this guy down on flat ground instead of the stairs. I don't know if that'll be any easier or not. We'll see. Oh shit, we pulled the second one! Dark Souls. There's one, probably Soul of a Proud Warrior or something like that over here with this Capra Demon that we'll pick up right, and then there's nothing else really before the Firesage Demon boss. I wonder if you can backstab this dude. I have no idea. Oh shit! He dropped his rare item too, the Demon Great Machete. That can also has a chance to drop from fighting the Capra Demon the first time you run into him, but this is the first time in any of my playthroughs that I've gotten this game as well, or this item as well. So we got the Demon King Great Axe. We've got a lot of the rare weapons. There's the Titanite Catch Pole. It's pretty awesome. This guy's super decked out. Demon Great Machete. Can't wield it effectively. Oh, it looks awesome though. Looks like you need a bunch more strength to use it. We're going to switch to a shield that's got more magic resist since this boss uses a lot of magic attacks. Just like the one in the Undead Asylum when you go back the second time. To my right is a shortcut that leads you basically to the end of Lost Ceaseless, but to be able to use that shortcut you have to be rank 2 in the Chaos, the Daughter of Chaos Covenant, whatever that is. But we killed that bitch, so we don't even have a chance to join it and get that high. Doesn't matter. We'll just go through Ceaseless the normal way. So when you use a magic resist shield like that, you'll be able to block his attacks. Maybe not. Took a little bit of damage there. He's not bad if you could... Jesus Christ. You know, if you can stay up on top of him. What the fuck? Alright, no more fucking around with these other weapons. We're going back to Old Faithful Zweihander. Should put the Sunlight Blade Miracle on. I don't know why I didn't do that. It's alright. Yeah, it hits a lot harder. This guy's still got a lot of fucking hit points though. just like the Undead Asylum Stray Demon. He's no problem if you can get him to keep jumping up and down. So then you just gotta roll backwards and dodge him landing on top of you. It's these magic attacks that get you. And there we go. He's going to drop a Catalyst. I think it's got a decent R2, which is you know, basically a melee attack for the Catalyst. The Demon's Catalyst. It doesn't do as much magical damage as some of the other ones, though. But I'm actually going to end the video here, I think. Stay tuned tomorrow. We're going to move on to the Centipede Demon and then go into Lost Izalith and kill the final Kirk and then my least favorite boss, the Bed of Chaos. So stay tuned for that. See ya.